You may be seated. The national anthem will be played after both teams have entered the playing field and after the coin toss.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast. Michael Rose here along with Trey Grubb. We are here at the Palace on Palmer, also known as Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, part of Round Rock Independent School District's Athletics Department. Thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast. The Vista Ridge Rangers coming to the Palace tonight to take on Cedar Ridge, and we are very happy that you could join us. Big victory for our Rangers last Friday night down there in Schertz, Texas. A fun game, an hour-and-a-half long rain delay, but, you know, whatever. We got through it, but it was kind of a good thing because the Rangers came out guns a-blazing.
They sure did.
On after that rain delay, and they were down, I believe, 10-0 at the time, battled back and had a great victory, their first victory of the season. And all of a sudden, here we are getting ready to take on Cedar Ridge as districts are kicking off. So you heard the gentleman's voice. That is Trey Grubb. Trey, welcome to the broadcast. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for letting me be here. No, last week was pretty cool. And it was the perfect day. We had the perfect broadcast people for a rain delay because you and I, or I guess really me, like to talk.
Well, yeah.
So it was perfect.
We nailed it.
We did. And so happy for the guys because they had worked so hard those first 2 weeks. We had talked about it many times that they were just right there, right? Just try to get rid of some of those, mistakes. Keep playing at the level you're playing at with the intensity you're playing with because they really did play with some good intensity, and here they come. And so I was really, really happy for them. It was a hard fought. It was on the road. And it wasn't a neutral site either.
No, it was not. It was at the Buffalo's home stadium down there in Schertz, and they gave them everything they could. And it was really fun to see how turnovers and good, solid defense, and even a pick six.
Yeah.
Last Friday gave them the edge, and that was a lot of fun. It really did come down to the last few plays, and a nice victory for this offense, defense, and special teams. So all around great play. And here, as you just noticed, the Rangers coming onto the field. And you can look across the way. We'll probably get to that. But the student section in their neon colors. So a lot of camaraderie and festivity going on. The band here on hand tonight. Last week with the rain and everything else, it was a small contingency of musicians. But this week, it's good to be under the lights and looking out across the way. The Palmer here in Austin, Texas / Round Rock, Texas. It's good to be back. I haven't been here since my Round Rock Dragon broadcast days, so it's kind of fun to be back here. And you were talking about your experiences here at Kelly Reeves. So, it's kind of a little homecoming for both of us for different reasons, but it feels good to be here nonetheless.
Yeah, last time I was here, Dylan was graduating from McNeil in that 2020 year. So that was, and it was really, really nice. McNeil did a really good job of putting it on here. And so Cedar Ridge comes out in their purple tops, white numbers, and black pants.
Got 2 giant birds just flew over. They're not airplanes, but real birds. So we did have a
flyover.
A flyover of sorts.
Ah, nice.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I was trying to see what birds they are. I'm not an aviarist. I don't know what the right word is. I'm not a bird dude. So, but that was kind of cool. 2 big spread wings just flew over Kelly Reeves right as the Raiders were coming out on the field. Raiders, a great program. They've come on over the last decade or so. Had a slow start as they joined RRISD and a 6A school as obviously, but still being able to carry a great football program. You said you were reading up a little bit. Last year's playoff, or not playoff, but district game was a close game. But yeah, hoping to have another one of those tonight. Jackson Harrell, the quarterback, has some great weapons. Tion Murray, Sion Allen, and on defense, and he had that pick 6 last week. But of course, Tanner Brosey, a couple great touchdown catches this season as well. Didn't get a chance to talk with Chad Scott this week, head coach for the Rangers, as I got to be a substitute teacher for French and Spanish this week, 2 languages I know nothing about other than to greet people and to say my name is. So in French class this week, I did teach kids a few cuss words and to follow it with pardon my French. So
my goodness.
That's what the kids learned this week from me as a substitute
Man, I
teacher.
wish I had a teacher like you.
Well, they had a lot of fun. We'll just say that. So.
Yeah, my German teacher in high school, Westlake High School, thank you. Shout out to
Go
Westlake.
Chaps.
Go Chaps. My German teacher he was a punk rocker.
Nice.
He knew Joe King Carrasco, so we got to meet Joe King Carrasco.
Oh, wow.
That was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, looks like the same team captains?
Yep. We got Aiden Cruz, number 44. We got Jackson Harrell, number 10. Number 10?
Yep.
We got number 15. That is Josh Bruton, and number 13, Michael Roca.
Good to see Michael out there.
Yeah, Michael got banged up a little bit last Friday. He finished the game in his jersey, took his pads off, but good to see him dressed again. Aiden Cruz was Athlete of the Week for LISD a couple weeks ago, and just a great overall team right there. Jackson Harrell as quarterback, as mentioned, just finding some weapons and having Isaac Garcia, the running back, kind of come on. A tough go of things week 1 at home. But putting the ball on the ground a couple times, but even Isaac has come on strong over the last 2 weeks. And like you said, culminating those first 2 games into their first victory last week, I think it's clicking at the right time for these kids.
So it looks like, all right, so the Rangers did win the toss, and they are going to defer. But yes, so Jackson, one thing as a coach, and, had my time in coaching, as a coach, what you really want to see is you want to see players grow and improve week to week, right? And are they putting in the work and the time in between to make that happen, right? And you can really see that. I saw last week several times where it looked like our guys on defense knew what play was coming, right? So that means they're watching film, right? You're watching film. You're going to see some of these things, that the tendencies that's going to happen. And I thought I saw that a few times, and I really believe the players have certainly improved week to week. Jackson, his poise in the pocket has been really impressive. He's used his feet when he's needed to, so let's see how much they've grown this week.
Absolutely.
And a good challenge. See if they can, last year they lost, see if they can win this one. Repay the favor of being beat at home.
That will be good. The colors coming onto the field. We'll have the national anthem here in just a second, but just one thing I noticed real quickly is the handshakes, not only handshakes, but hugs between the 2 teams at midfield.
Yeah.
So they got some close relationships here with these school districts being so close together.
Oh,
these
yeah.
kids have played sports together, not just against each other since they were little.
Yep.
So
Dylan had friends all across. I know I talk about Dylan a lot, but that's my relate to this. Dylan and Jordan had friends all across the entire district. Basketball, football, cheerleading, volleyball.
nice.
Oh. The anthem is going. Try to be quiet now.
I'm actually going to worship.
Please remain standing until the color guard exits the playing field.
Sorry about missing the little beginning of that. I did not hear the announcer call it
Didn't
out.
hear it either, and it was piped in. It wasn't. You guys looking for the choir or a singer or something?
Yeah.
But, oh well, that's okay. It doesn't make our reverence any less. Or
No, show you the students over there that are wearing their neon. That's some pretty cool stuff over there. Being a child of the 80s,
right.
I love me some
Oh
neon.
heck yeah!
Yes.
As Trey shows you the colors over there, just want to say it quick in advance. Allergies here in Austin are a real thing, and I am suffering from them. So I apologize for the clicking of the cough drop in my mouth and the occasional sniffle or cough in your ear as the broadcast goes on this evening. So calling that out from the beginning. But yeah, good times.
Hey, if you live here in Austin, Texas area, you certainly know that you got to deal with the allergies. And what's interesting, being an Austinite, right, born and raised here, I really did not start to experience really bad allergies until I hit my 40s,
Yeah.
which is really weird.
I've been here 10 years, and only the last year and a half have I had experiences like this now. So it took a while for me to get acclimated, unfortunately, I guess. So.
Well, you got the boys meeting up over there before they come out onto the field. As we mentioned, Vista Ridge won the toss and elected to defer. So the defense, which has been playing really well the last few weeks, they will be out on the field first. And something that's happened pretty much every week now, first two drives by both teams have ended in points at the beginning of the game. And then everybody settles in. So what would be really nice here is if Vista could go out there, put the hammer down, and get a 3 and out. That would be best case scenario. Well, I guess turnover would be best case scenario, huh?
That's right.
So
It'd be absolutely best case.
not sure what we're waiting on. I've told them I'm ready.
We gave them the thumbs up.
Yep.
We'll do it again.
Okay.
Maybe you do some kind of flashlight signal.
I sure hope people can tell by our voices that we're being sarcastic.
I hope so, because we're on radio and, well, not radio, we're audio. They can't see us. So
I'll just tell you that we are quite a sarcastic group here.
I was going to suggest.
Like our band name would be the Sarcasms.
It sure would. I was going to suggest that when we're watching warm-ups, that maybe we do some of those exact moves up here in the booth.
Oh, I like that.
See if we can get a little loosened up along with them.
Yeah, the boys were out here early. They were out here quite a bit earlier than Cedar Ridge, and they had their pads on an hour before the game started. So getting heat on, because it's certainly not, cool down there. The sun has already gone back behind us, so the field is in the shade, and we are ready to kick it off. Take it away, Mr. Michael.
Caden Cornwell will kick it off. Back deep for the Raiders. A short kick. I was going to say who it was. Coming up to the 15. Up to the 20-25. Still on his feet. Makes a move back to the near side. Actually, far side. He sheds a tackle up to the 30 or to the edge. Gets to the 35 before he stops his momentum and lets a host of Rangers get all the way up to him. Number 1, that's Miles Brophy, the senior defensive back on the return. A good one. Gets up across the 30 by a 17-yard return. Looks like it'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders. Ball will be placed. Actually, I'm going to say it's 22 yards. I beg your pardon. Looks like it's going to be at the 37. Oh, they say 35.
35.
So 20-yard return.
Yeah, he worked pretty hard for those last 5 yards, let me tell you.
Sure did. Trey, where'd my pen go, my man?
It's on the floor, right there, by your foot. Cedar Ridge.
Trips to the near side. Killingsworth, the quarterback, throw to the near side, up to the 30, gets upended. Nice open field tackle there, and he'll lose a yard. Looked to be number 23 on the catch. That's Braylon Hill. Could be wrong. Is that 33?
Great stop by Brandon Baslow. He's had some really good games coming in from that safety spot, especially on the run. Always up there, creating havoc. Lost yardage on that play.
Jakari Killingsworth has 2 receivers to the near side, 1 at the top. Snap, fakes the handoff, quick throw to the far side. Slant caught at the 50, up across the 45. Nice slant pattern and a good pitch and catch, and a 1st down for the Raiders.
Yeah, you could tell Cedar Ridge has watched film as well. They know that we like to play man-to-man. And quarterback, he saw that he had one-on-one out there on the left side and just let her fly.
It's a 22-yard pitch and catch right there, and a 1st down. Handoff up the middle, up to the 41-yard line, and gain of 3 on 1st down. Be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and we had talked about Brooks, who made that pitch and catch. We had talked about Brooks and Killingsworth and how they're kind of special players. Killingsworth a junior and Brooks a sophomore.
A pistol here for the Raiders. Back coming in motion out of the backfield. Killingsworth's going to keep this one. Gets on his feet, goes from one side to the other. Now still getting pursued in a tackle back to the line of scrimmage. The ball came up, but they're going to say it was down by contact. It'll be 2nd down. I make that 3rd down now and 7.
Yeah, our DBs blew that play up in terms of the wide out throw. And when he tried to cut it back, a lot of times on those cutbacks, if your guys aren't pursuing, it can be trouble. But everybody was going to the ball. It's always good to see 10 people at the tackle.
Exactly.
Here we go, 3rd down. See if we can get them in a pump formation.
2 receivers to the near side and up back in the backfield. 2 backs in the backfield, I should say. Killingsworth dropping straight back, looking to throw on 3rd down, going to the far side. Has a receiver going down the sideline, way over his head, incomplete. It'll be 4th down for the Raiders.
They had him. We bit on the run, on the play action. We bit on it.
Yeah.
And that wheel route almost worked. And it looks like they are going to send the punt unit out. So not a 3 and out, but now this was quite the adventure last week. The punt catching.
It was.
It was quite the adventure, and not just because it was raining.
No. Cole Thompson, the punter for Cedar Ridge, back deep.
I bet you they certainly worked on that.
Sion Allen back deep. Punt gets away. Little wobbler end over end. It's going to clear out. We'll take a nice Cedar Ridge roll inside the 10, all the way down to the 5, inside the 5, touchdown at the 3-yard line.
Nice
Actually,
punt.
they'll mark it at the 4.
That was a really nice punt. All right. Let's see what the Rangers can do on offense here. That's the first time in 4 games now that they made a stop, I believe, on the first drive.
First and 10 for the Rangers, deep in their own territory. 2 backs in the backfield. Play clock hasn't started yet. Now it will. Harold has a back and I formation, takes a snap. Hand off Garcia. Garcia met right away. No gain on the play.
Oh,
They're going to say he was whistled down. Garcia rolled over the top.
Yeah.
The tackler didn't go down to the ground. But they're going to say no gain on the play.
That was Brendan Mitchell for Cedar Ridge on the tackle there, and I think he did roll over him. I think Isaiah was right.
2 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Quick throw to the near side, caught up across the 10, spinning out of the tackle, knocked to the ground. That's Tyon Murray on the reception.
Love those quick pitches like that. It's just like a run play. And I said Isaiah earlier. I meant to say Isaac Garcia.
So a gain of 7 on the play. 3rd down and short for the Rangers. Harrell takes a snap. Comer to the near side, lowers his shoulder, gets up across the 10, up close to.
That should be a first down.
14 should be a first down. I think you're right. Good spot there by the officials.
No call yet. Yep, first down.
Oh, there we go. 1st and 10 for the Rangers at the 14-yard line.
One of my favorite things. First down.
First down. 1st and 10. Gain of 3 for Garcia on that handoff. Harold takes a snap. Quick throw far side. Caught. And a receiver right there.
Yep.
Nice job breaking up the block. Making an open field tackle for a loss.
Yeah, we talked about that. It's always tough because your wideout's got to make that block. If he doesn't make that block, it's going to be a blow-up.
Reese Heffelfinger was the receiver, but the block wasn't there, and he gets tackled for a loss back to the 9-yard line. And he's 2nd and 15.
We don't got to get all 15 back in one play.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top of the screen. Harold takes a snap, handoff up the middle, up across the 10 to about the 11 or 12. Looks like the 12-yard line. Gain of 3 right there. Be 3rd down and about 11, maybe 12. Third and 12 for the Rangers at the 11-yard line. Or make that 12, I beg your pardon. Trips to the near side now, throwing down for the Rangers.
Yeah, spreading them out.
Dropping straight back, steps up in the pocket, avoids 1 tackler, a flag on the play. Harrell going to the outside, gets to the sideline. He's tackled on the edge up across the 15 to about the 18-yard line, but there's a penalty, and it's going to be a holding against the offense.
Yeah, we'll see if they. I'm going to guess they're going to decline it.
I think they will because they didn't get enough. Needed the 24, got to the 18. So 4th down for the Rangers, and they will punt.
Yeah, now Harrell, a lot of people probably wondering why he didn't throw the ball. And from our vantage point, there was nobody to throw the ball to. Great coverage by Cedar Ridge, so he did the smart thing, which he's been doing a lot of lately. Tucked it in and no turnover.
You just get for the punt. High snap, gets it away.
Ooh,
just
goodness.
barely. It's a high kick, and it's going to have to take a Vista bounce, and it does, across the 40, up close to the 45. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 44-yard line. The Vista Ridge 44-yard line, that is. 6:50, 6:50 to go here in the first quarter. No score so far.
And who was that on the punt?
Maybe number 17, I believe.
Ty. Great job. You'll see that in the pros when the rush gets up on them, they'll shorten their kick, right? Their leg action to try to get that ball out as quick as possible. Just a really great job.
2 receivers to each side, bobbled snap. Killingsworth's going to have to eat it back at midfield. Be tackled all the way back to the 49-yard line of Cedar Ridge. A big loss on the play. Wow. It's a loss of 7 right there.
Jacob Barker's getting back there. Won't have an easier tackle than that.
2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the top of the screen, 2 backs and pistol for the Cedar Ridge offense. Killingsworth takes the snap. Handoff coming near side, trying to get the edge. Nice job by the contain of the defense. Knocks him way back, even further into Cedar Ridge territory, back to the 44. It's a loss of 5 on the carry.
Yeah, Mark Lima. Second time I've called his name. Really great job. He was containing him, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're always wanting to try to push him back inside, but he was also able to shed the block off and make the tackle. Now, this is where you don't, you can't let him get a first down.
No.
You can't let a big play happen here. You got him on the ropes. got to knock them out.
Cedar Ridge has 4 quality wide receivers, and they're all out on the field right now. 2 receivers top of the screen. Killingsworth takes a snap, looking to throw. Nice tackle into sack for a loss.
Yep. Didn't stand a chance.
Nope.
Great stunts by our defensive line there. Everybody shifted, and I think it just threw Killingsworth off a little bit. Because that most assuredly was not, I don't think, was a run play.
No, Grant Anderson came off the bottom of the pile, getting the most head slaps and pats on the back. The linebacker for the Rangers pushed all the way back to the 38-yard line. Oh my gosh. They started at the plus 44, wound up at the minus 38. What a great job defensively, and we're going to punt once again. Cole Thompson to punt. Back deep for the Rangers is number 3, Tanner Brosi. Thompson gets the punt away, end over end, fielded by Brosi. Now fair catch called up at the 33-yard line.
Caught it.
He did. He caught it, but he had to kneel down like a catcher to catch it, and that kind of scares us.
No, we're good. I bet you they worked on that hard all week long. I bet you.
Oh, you know they did.
Yeah.
He wasn't scared at all. The backs will be placed at the 32-yard
I don't think that dude
line.
gets scared of anything. Much better. technical difficulties.
Players yet to come out onto the field, still in this quarter timeout, so not missing much. And of course, all games are archived.
Yes. That is one thing that we can promise. It is being recorded. Have ourselves another delay here of some sort. I know it's not me.
Again, shout out to a very special person up in Kansas City tonight. Appreciate you listening in. 3-0 is second quarter about to begin, waiting for the officials to get everybody in place. Again, I do apologize for the Barry White crackly, raspy, allergy-sounding voice and all that goes with it tonight. So, and of course, the technical difficulties we're experiencing. Kind of the trifecta, I guess.
Well, you do the best you can, and it's all about the kids on the field anyway.
Exactly. 2 receivers to the far side, 1 down here to the near side.
It's a big down.
2 backs in the backfield. And third down stop here would be great for Vista Ridge. Another third down stop, as they've had a couple tonight already.
The head coach for Cedar Ridge, not happy about something. You can always tell. Those hands are working, gesturing.
Liston remains the quarterback, rolling to the far side, looking to throw, has a receiver downfield. A little pushing off right there, incomplete. Pushing off on Cedar Ridge, not on Vista Ridge, which was kind of nice. Great coverage downfield for the Rangers, per usual. Their secondary coming up big right there. Can't get my binoculars to focus.
Yeah, our DBs, they get asked a lot. Those covers get asked to do a lot.
That was Emmy Landers in coverage. Now they're going to go for it on 4th down here. Actually, they did drop back to punt. Never mind. Kate Thompson to punt. Cole Thompson, I beg your pardon. Gets this one away, end over end, going back for it, making the catch at the 28, makes a move up to the 35, 40, still on his feet to the 45, lunges forward across the 45, up to the 47, make that 48-yard line. A nice return for the Rangers.
Yeah, that's one of those things as a punt returner, when you get the ball that quick, that means that the punt, he's out punting his coverage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so he knew he was going to have some room, got a couple of great blocks to open up that middle for him.
Ball at the 48-yard line of Vista Ridge. Great field position to start things off here on this next drive. Trips to the near side, one to the top of the screen. Harrell hands off up the middle, eluding one tackle, getting out of the grip of another, but only a yard on the carry. Gets something out of nothing. That was Isaac Garcia on the carry. And I don't know how frustrated you are with me, but I can hear myself breathing into my microphone as well.
It is quite all right, sir.
I apologize to that. Lots of things I'm apologizing for. Hand up the middle, right to midfield, and a late.
I think that's going to be a face mask.
Late. I was trying to say face mask and flag at the same time, and I'm glad you're here to translate and to cover. So
but it's always
nothing's coming out.
Or it's a defensive hold. One of the two. He doesn't have a hat. So he threw his hat and he threw the flag.
Face mask, there it is. So a gain to the 50-yard line makes it a gain to the 35. So great job by
the referees. We got 2 wide receivers, both sides. Handoff up the middle. Nope. Fake the handoff. Throw deep. Out of bounds. Nobody was open, so Jackson did the right thing. Sorry there, Michael.
That's all right. Appreciate you.
I saw you looking
covering for
down,
me.
and the folks just went, oh, boy, the play-by-play just dropped quite a bit there.
No, stop it. My goodness. That's teamwork making the dream work right there. Yeah, I'm just trying to write down what was going on my paper. But trips to the near side, one to the top of the screen. Receiver coming in motion to the near side. Handoff right up the middle, has plenty of room up to the 20. Still on his feet to the 15. Makes a man miss all the way up to the 10-yard line. That's Isaac Garcia using his feet. What a great play. 25 yards on that scamper right there. And it's 1st and goal for the Rangers at the 10.
That's why you keep running that up the play middle. Goodness gracious, up the middle play. Because if it breaks, you're going to get a lot.
Again, trips to the far side. Isaac Garcia in I formation right behind Jackson Harrell. Harrell looking to throw on this next play. Flush to one side and out to the other. A flag comes in late from that referee who likes to throw him, and Harrell wisely throws it out of bounds.
Goodness gracious. Harrell's he's such a football player. He just got hit out of bounds late, shoved out of bounds late, I should say. Should have been called.
Coaching staff over here took umbrage at it as well. That's
personal foul, face mask. We returned the favor by holding someone's face mask.
Oh, man.
So we go from 1st and goal to 1st and goal. From a lot further away, though.
From the 10 back to the 25-yard line. Ay, ay, ay.
So all that does is give us a lot more room to work with, Michael.
Sure does.
There's always a gray silver lining.
Oh, and we proved last week that we can handle any of those adverse situations, the down and distance-wise.
That's great. That's true.
A 3rd down and long that we had that we scored a touchdown was pretty phenomenal. Receiver coming in motion out of the backfield. Quick throw near side. Brosi with the catch on his feet up to the 25. From the 25 up to the 20. Gets tackled up at the 19-yard line. So good little gain back right there.
Just a great play by him. He had 4 Cedar Ridge players around him. There's no way that all 4 of them are getting blocked, and he was able to get through there. We have replay up on the big screen up there.
Oh, nice.
If you need to have replay there, Michael.
Oh, appreciate that. I've been looking at looking at this big metal post in front of me the whole time, and oh, if I step back, there it is. Trips to the far side. Receiver there in the slot, coming in motion near side. Harrell takes the snap. Handoff coming to the near side. Getting walloped as Garcia, but he gains about a yard up to the 18.
That was a face grimace tackle. Got hit, and I did the face grimace.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yikes.
All right.
3rd and goal for the Rangers up at the 18-yard line.
9 minutes, 20 seconds left here in this second quarter.
Trips and bunch formation to the top of the screen. One receiver down here to the bottom. Harrell takes the snap, fakes the handoff, drops back, looking to throw, has a receiver up across the middle.
Oh.
Good defense right there and knocked out of his hands. Tian Murray was the intended receiver, but Cedar Ridge defense knocked it out of the air. Nice coverage. Be 4th and goal.
Offensive line did a fantastic job picking up the blitz and gave him time to be able to try to get that play, get that throw in there. Just a really great defensive play. So this will be
about a 35.5, 36-yard field goal attempt. First one for Caden Cornwall was from 38. This one a little bit closer in. 3-0 so far. 9:03 to go in the second quarter. Tanner Brosi, the holder, low snap off the ground, kicks up in the air, but it's going to be well short. That's a tough exchange from the snap to the hold, and not enough on it. So it'll be 1st down for Cedar Ridge. Ball will be placed, I believe, back at that 18-yard line. Yep, and it'll be. No points come out of that one, but another opportunity for Vista Ridge to put something together right there.
Yeah, you hate to see those opportunities slip away, but defense is playing well.
8:59, this is under 9 minutes to go here in the first half. 3-0 is the score. Vista Ridge on top. Michael Rose here along with Trey Grubb, our QA back at Vype Live. That's Christina Weber, a.k.a. The Queen. We appreciate Christina being with us tonight. And it's fun to have that band back together as well. Handoff right up the middle from the 18 up to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 for for Cedar Ridge on that play. It looks like they're going to go up tempo here. Well, maybe a little bit as they now look to the sideline, getting their formation ready. 2 receivers are going to the top of the screen, 2 backs in the backfield. Aiden Liston remains the quarterback for Cedar Ridge. Cedar Ridge takes the snap. Liston hands it off right up the middle, up across the 25 to the 30, up to the 31-yard line, and another first down for Cedar Ridge.
Yeah, 8 minutes left in the second quarter, and that's the longest run so far of the night for Cedar Ridge.
Gain of 7 on the play. It makes it 1st and 10 at the 31. Aiden Liston takes the snap, handoff up the middle, read nicely by Vista, and they give him maybe a yard on that one. They swallowed him up right at the line of scrimmage, but a little forward progress gets him up to the 32. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, Killingsworth's down there. I see him on the sideline.
Yeah, there he is. Yep, you're right.
See if we can put them in a 3rd and long, playing up tight on their wideouts.
Trips to the far side. Quick throw to the far side. Caught at the 30. Makes a move. Nice block on the edge up to the 40. Gets that first down to the 45 to the 50. Still on his feet into Vista Ridge territory all the way up to the 40-yard line before he's slung out of bounds. They're going to say he was out at the 42. It'll be 1st and 10 for Cedar Ridge into Ranger territory.
Yeah, we had a Vista Ridge player get his helmet ripped off. A well-designed play by Cedar Ridge there.
Gain of 26 on the play. Excuse me.
Hang in there, Michael.
Back coming in motion out of the backfield to the near side. Liston looking to throw. Bubble screen to the far side. Caught up to the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 25, 20. Still on his feet. Coming back to the near side. Spinning out of one tackle. Forward progress gets him all the way down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Another first down and a great play by the Raiders.
Yeah, they fooled everybody. Every single player went with did not read that, so it was well called play there. Got to be a goldfish, though.
Absolutely. Trips to the near side, one to the top of the screen. Liston, quick throw near side. Same little play, good read on the defense, and a good open field tackle right there by Vista Ridge. That's number 26 on the tackle. Great coverage by Mark Lerma, senior linebacker. Loss of a yard back to the 19. It's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, they may have Liston in there for, he seems to pass the ball a little bit more maybe.
2 receivers to the top of the screen, 2 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver here to the bottom. Liston takes the snap, drops straight back, looking to throw near side, has a receiver going down the edge, over the head, and good coverage by the Rangers. It makes it incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 11 from the 19.
This is a big play right here for both squads, actually, but
incomplete pass makes the clock stop at 6 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in the 2nd quarter.
yeah, Vista getting a few new players in there, get some a little bit more stamina, right? Get some fresh legs in there. See if we can get to the quarterback.
Trips to the top of the screen this time, just shifting their formation. Back goes in motion from one side to the other. Oh, almost had a false start right there.
Yeah, definitely false start. Yeah, definitely false start.
The running back, number 13, that's Reggie Hurley, couldn't stop his forward momentum, and it'll push him back another 5. It'll be 3rd down and 16 now for the Raiders.
And I do believe they've called a timeout. They have not called a timeout, or no one has signaled a timeout, but the play clock hasn't started, and both squads are huddled up.
So somebody did something to cause a break in the action.
So I really like how they have the camera. It's like a real football stadium here.
They do it upright, don't they?
They got the camera on the students. Students having a good time. How you doing over there, Mr. Michael? Yeah, boy, those allergies are kicking him. I need to be talking more, help him out a little bit, right, folks? Everybody's like,
they're enjoying the yeah.
So Jamie wanted me to tell you he's in Vegas.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, so he's doing something way more fun than listening to the two of us talk.
Yes. Very nice.
But he said hello and good luck to the Rangers.
Well, how nice. Appreciate his support from afar.
Yes, from Pittsburgh.
Back to the action. What? Why? Oh, it was declined. Third down and wait, what? What's going on, Trey? They didn't move him back to 5.
They
so
didn't.
I guess they called timeout before they...
Aha!
That's what happened.
Nice call, Michael.
And now another false start by the left tackle.
And the left tackle actually also false started on the previous play, as well as the running back.
Ian Woolard.
How do you call timeout before?
No idea. This time
that's
they're
interesting.
back him up the 6, or to the back him up 5 would be 3rd and 16.
We will roll with the punches.
That's right.
Here we go.
Let's do this. Looking to throw, has the receiver caught up across the 15, down close to the 10-yard line.
He's going to be short, though, so this will be an interesting call here, whether they tie the game up or see if they can get another 2 yards here. They're not hurrying up to the line. Here comes the here comes the field goal unit.
There we go. 20 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time to get the field goal unit out and set up. This looks like it will be a 33-yard attempt. Cole Thompson, punter and kicker. Spot on the near hash. Snap, kick on the way. It is good. 3-3 with 5:26 to go. A 33-yard field goal makes it 3-3. How's that for synchronicity, Trey?
Yeah, and I do think you sent me a note that he had a career long last week in field goal.
Just over 3.5 minutes on that drive. Started back at the 18-yard line, and it results in a 33-yard field goal. We have ourselves a tie game with 5:26 to go. Plenty of time for the Rangers here in the second quarter to get another drive going and maybe take some clock with them and get a crooked number up there.
Well, and if you are Cedar Ridge, you're feeling pretty good that you're tied up 3-3.
Yep.
Because Vista has certainly, I believe, played a better game so far. They just haven't been able to capitalize on their opportunities.
The scoreboard's on fire, Trey. Oh, no, never mind.
It's not really, folks.
Okay.
Just a super cool special effect. Scared Michael for a little bit.
It did. I just saw this big orange glow to my right, and I thought, what in the world?
Just fireworks because of the broadcast crew. And we're off.
Colgan Thompson's kickoff back to the 5, up to the 10. Angling towards the far side, gets tripped up. Nice open field tackle right there. My gosh. Isaac Montgomery was the kickoff returner on that one. Gets tripped up. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Rangers at the 12-yard line. Got a long way to go and plenty of time to get there. So,
yeah, it'd be nice to have a 5-minute drive that ends with points.
Exactly. 3-3 is the score. 5:21 to go here in this first half.
They haven't been able to establish a nice run to be able to help with that play action. See if we can get some good runs in here.
Harold, the quarterback, takes a snap. Handoff right up the gut. Another good play up the middle, up to the 25-yard line. Isaac Garcia picking up where he left off on that last drive.
Yep.
A 13-yard run for the running back gets a first down for the Rangers. Two receivers to the near side, back, receiver in motion, coming into the far side. Harold fakes that sweep, and now the throw downfield has a receiver. Oh, mama.
It worked.
Murray, it was wide open, just over his shoulder, just too far. Beautiful play, had everybody fooled. And you said, feel the rumble next to us, Trey? The coaching staff pounding the countertop next to us.
Well, that run helped us on that play action pass, and I think Harold was expecting him to go a little bit, cut that route a little flatter.
Yeah. 2nd and 10 for the Rangers, two receivers to the near side. Harold, handoff up the middle. Garcia once again up across the 30, up to the 31, and gain the 6 on 2nd down. Will be 3rd and 4, which is a nice run right there.
Yeah, that little jump cut that he's doing right there at the line is certainly helping out. Get some yards for him. We'll get it up on the scoreboard here for you folks. We have a player down on the field while he's being attended to.
One of the offensive linemen down for Vista Ridge. Again, 3-3 the score as Trey puts it on the scoreboard. Special thanks to our friends and colleagues here at Kelly Reeves at RRSD for hosting us and getting us in the booth tonight. Appreciate all the hospitality and communication. It's not always easy to juggle everything, and appreciate their support and hospitality. As always, we'll be back at Gupton in 2 weeks, taking on McNeil. We got a week off next Friday, next weekend, so a bye here in district play for the Rangers.
Maybe they'll send us to do some semi-pro football.
There you go. That's one of our favorite things to do, so I hope they do, actually. Trips to the far side for the Rangers, 3rd down and 4 from the 31-yard line. Harold, oh, mama. Hand off to Garcia, and he slipped. Tried to make that jump cut at the line once again, and he fell on his tuchus. It'll be 4th down, and he lost a couple yards back to the 28-yard line. Dadgum.
Holy cats.
Holy cats, kids. That's a bummer. Ty Jusike going to come on the field for the punt. Number 3, Zane Wolford back to receive this punt. A nice punt by Jusike, and it's going to be fielded inside the 40, fair caught up at about the 38 or 39. It'll be 1st and 10 for Cedar Ridge at the 39-yard line. Good field position with 3 minutes and 41 seconds to go.
Yeah, 3:41 left here. Tied up 3-3. Need a nice defensive stand here. If we can get a 3 and out, we'll actually have the ball with some good time.
Quickly out, here comes Killingsworth. He's back on the field for Cedar Ridge. Two receivers to each side for the Raiders. Snap, Killingsworth. Again, the keeper coming to the near side, tries to get the edge. He's tackled out of bounds at the 39, and no gain on the play. Nice open field coverage right there. Number 17, that was Dushke on the tackle. He's punting and making some big plays on the edge.
It's one of the things about having a running quarterback and a throwing quarterback.
Killingsworth will stay on the field for this drive. 3 receivers, trips to the top of the screen. One here to the bottom, one back in the backfield. Snap, Killingsworth looking to throw, coming near side. Oh, good job right there. Good coverage downfield. That was Cyan Ellen on the coverage, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10 for Cedar Ridge.
Stop the clock again. So that's only 9 seconds run off the clock in 2 plays.
How about that, huh?
Well, if we get a stop here, it's really nice.
Really, really nice. 2 receivers to each side here for the Raiders. 3rd and 10 from the 39-yard line. Snap, Killingsworth, straight drop, looking to throw, steps up, has a receiver across middle, way over his head, incomplete. The clock stops with 3:28, so a 3 and out for the Cedar Ridge Raiders.
13 seconds.
Just like we planned it, just like we drew it up.
Yeah, I got a little lucky there. Certainly that He had us beat, just couldn't make the throw.
Cole Thompson to punt it away. Tanner Brosey back deep to receive the punt. A beautiful high punt, fielded inside the 20, 25 up to the 30. Still on his feet, trying to get an angle to the far side. He's going to be swarmed by a host of Cedar Ridge Raiders as he gets up across the 30 to the 32-yard line with 3:16 to go here in this first half. Vista Ridge
got some good time here, and they've had some good opportunities. Just made a couple of mental mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
See if they can put together something.
Trips to the near side for the Rangers. One back in the backfield. There's a receiver to the top of the screen. 1st and 10 from the 32. Garcia coming in motion out of the backfield. Pro set here for Harrell. Harrell looking to throw, rolling to the far side. Throws off that back foot to the sideline.
What
Looks
a
like
catch.
Caught.
What a catch.
That's Garcia with the catch on the sideline. Tiptoeing, makes the catch up to the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rangers. The clock stops at 3:11. And it won't restart because it was out of bounds. Caught and stepped out of bounds. That's awesome.
We're going deep.
Has a receiver caught up across midfield to the 45. Still on his feet, pushing the pile close to the 40-yard line. They'll give him forward progress all the way up to the 40. What a great pitch and catch right there.
It's that deep over the middle. We were there last week. We found some space in the middle and we're able to make some plays. This week we're doing the same thing.
James Hester on the catch, 18 yards and a 1st down into Raider territory. Delayed handoff, no going on that one. Good idea, but Garcia gets wrapped up and dropped. It'll be 2nd and 10 at the 40. Game clock down to 2:35 to go here in this second quarter. 3-3 is our score. 2 receivers to each side for the Rangers. One back in the backfield.
Safety's playing pretty deep.
Receiver coming in motion from the near side to the far side. Harrell had plenty of time, now flushed out, rolling to the near side. He'll throw off his back foot.
Oh, that's a great catch.
Good catch, but he's going to stay out of bounds and a late flag on the back end, too.
They're going to say he was out of bounds.
Personal foul against Cedar Ridge is the call from the referee.
Oh, on the late hit on the quarterback.
Looks like it's going to be a late hit on the quarterback, yep.
Even out of the pocket like that.
maybe 2 plays left in this half, time-wise, depending on if they get a quick throw to the sideline or whatever they need to do. They have one. There should be 1 timeout remaining for each team. But the scoreboard hasn't changed it for.
So I'm being told that audio is back up. That's what those people are yelling about in the crowd. They're super excited that our audio is back up.
Yes!
Really do appreciate Christina and Suna working very hard to figure out what's wrong so that they can troubleshoot it and get it fixed.
Snap on first down. Liston flushed out of the pocket. That should have been a holding right there, but no call.
Interception.
Interception by the Rangers up to the 45. Still on his feet, making his way. Get some blockers, young man, and that'll do it. The half. Oh, no, he didn't go down yet. Still on his feet. Oh, my goodness, he's still on his feet to the 20, to the 10, 5. Touchdown, Rangers! Oh, my gosh! Are you kidding me? That's amazing!
No flags, no flags.
Oh, my word! What? I thought he was down twice, Trey.
So who did we see doing a whole bunch of running workouts before the game? Guy with the longest hair on the field.
Emmy Landers with the pick and the touchdown with no time on the clock. Oh my goodness, I apologize if I blew out your speakers, folks, but that was amazing.
We got the audio back right in time.
We sure did. Timeout. Taking the final timeout of the half. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Stick-to-itiveness. Epitomized. Oh my Lord.
He was not going down.
No way he was not going down. You ain't tackling me.
I thought he was going to pitch it.
I did.
He had some guys behind him, and I thought he was going to pitch it, and he's like, nope, I'm taking this in.
Hot dog.
Holy cats.
Holy cats, folks.
Coach is next door to us going crazy.
They're heading down to be with the players at halftime. That's a lot of celebrating to do right here. But oh my goodness, what a way to end. Nice job by Emmy Landers.
Well, and
big.
What a great. I mean, that's one of the reasons why you wonder why coaches sometimes run the ball when there's a little bit left in time. Because things like that can happen.
Yeah.
Well, thank goodness they sat back and threw the ball. That was good for us.
Cornwell for the extra point.
Let's make it a 7-point lead.
Snap, spot, kick on the way. It is good. 10 to 3. Heading into half, folks. The halftime score 10-3. Wow, about a 44-yard pick six for the Rangers by Emmy Landers, the cornerback du jour, the man of the hour right now. We'll head to halftime. I was going to mention, I was watching that play develop. Liston rolled out, coming to the near side, had to duck under somebody. It looked like there was going to be a holding call. No call, thank goodness. Liston rolls back out to his right, looks downfield, and Lander steps in front of somebody and picks that baby off.
Yep, he threw it into a lot of traffic there.
He sure did.
Trying to make something happen, and that's a second pick six now, 2 weeks in a row.
Yes.
And he is always playing up tight on his men. He's playing man-to-man almost the whole game.
Yes.
And earlier in the game, he was the one that had that miss for that long play that they had, right?
Yep.
So he's just a great, that's that goldfish mentality, right? You forget about the bad plays, and you're always, always, always ready for the opportunity. What a fantastic play.
So phenomenal. We talked about how the referees are allowing the plays to develop and last a little longer. They're not blowing the whistle real quick. And there's an example of me eating my words, because I'm really glad they didn't stop that play. I'm glad they didn't throw that flag. It just works out. So there we go. That's why I broadcast football games, and I don't coach or referee them. I was a coach for middle school football for 6 years, but that's about it. So there we go. And my 8th graders, by the way, Trey, when they were seniors, they won the state championship. So I'd like to say I had a part of that. But anyways, it is halftime. 10-3 is the score. We're going to turn it over to the crowd. We're going to let you listen in to the music right now. You can see the Rangerettes and the Ranger Band on the field. 10-3 the halftime score. We'll be back for the third quarter. It will be Vista Ridge's football when we return right here on Vype Live.
Tonight, the Star Steppers are joined by the Rubens Junior Varsity Dance Team that will be performing the prom routine to Feel It Still. And now, introducing the 2023 Star Steppers and Rubies. This weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ranger Band's portion of tonight's halftime entertainment. The Ranger Marching Band's competitive show for 2022 is entitled Divisi, featuring music of Johann Sebastian Bach, Philip Glass, and the duo made famous by TikTok, Abigail Barlow and Emily Bear of Barlow and Bear. Based on the composition of the device of Divisi, this show will explore the emotional and intellectual journey of how one idea, one moment, one emotion can be divided into many possibilities. While these parts on their own may appear dissimilar, they are all equally important in creating the whole. And tonight, the Ranger Band will be performing the first 3 movements of their 4-movement show. And it starts very quietly, so your courteous attention is appreciated. And now, under the field command of drum majors Rachel Alexander, Kylie Gasparo, Sophia George, and Elise Insall, performing Vista, please welcome your award-winning Ranger Marching Band. Rangers. The Ranger Band and Color Guard under the direction of Zach Santos, Hector Hill, Kate Thane, Aaron Cosman, and Brian Christian. The Ranger Band would love to see you at any of our contest performances this fall. Ranger Band would like to say thank you to our partners, the King family at Minuteman Press Lakeline, our diamond sponsors, Bush's Chicken, our platinum sponsors, Mindy Clark and Stephanie Jagan with SV Real Estate, and Steve Hutchins with Romex, and our gold sponsors, Stephanie and Daniel Delgado with Taco Mai, and Shelly McGahee with Face to Face Spa and Sushi Fever. Thanks again to all of our sponsors for your support. And now, go Rangers!
Good evening, Raider Nation! Cedar Ridge High School and the Round Rock Independent School District are proud to present our 2022 National Champions and the Crown Jewels of Cedar Ridge. We now invite you into the realm of royalty. Line officers from left to right are Major Aranza Echeverria, Lieutenant Colonel Matty Gross, and your Colonel, Caleb Turner. Special officers are Sophia Manzer, Michelle Ramirez, Grace Howe, Vice President Elise Fernandez, and President Nicole Huckmaster. Royalty linemen of the week is Elise Castleberry, and Officer's Choice is Kennedy Bellings. Our two-time overall grand champion royalty dance team will now perform with 90 future royalty members in our royal treatment dance to the Backstreet Boys pop classic, Everybody. Music will be formed by our electrifying Raider Band. Our Cedar Ridge royalty managers are Molly Perkendall, Peyton Hedberg, Eleni Garadimos, and head manager Kara Carter. Our Cedar Ridge royalty dance team is directed by Stevie McCall and Lisa Herring. Royalty would like to take this time to thank several of our sponsors, gold sponsors, Wildflower Orthodontics, Mindy Clark with SV Real Estate, silver sponsors, Walmart. Monica Story with State Farm, Cordova Art School, and Little Miracles Christian Preschool. Bronze, Rainer Austin Dance Academy, and More Twins.
Tonight, the band will be performing a portion of their 2022 competition program in the Midnight Hour, featuring Shostakovich's 10th Symphony and Billy Idol's Rebel Yell. The Raider Band would like to dedicate tonight's performance to our guests of honor, the 8th graders from Ridgeview and C.D. Folks Middle School. And now, under the field direction of Ashut Shaji, Niladia, and Risa Balbal, our mighty Cedar Ridge Raider Band!
The Cedar Ridge High School Raider Band in color guard is a perennial Bands of America Championship finalist. Most recently, the band placed 7th at the 6A UIL State Marching Contest and 6th at the BOA San Antonio Super Regional. The Cedar Ridge Saxophone Choir performed at the prestigious Midwest International Band and Orchestra Clinic in 2021. The Cedar Ridge Band is under the direction of Dan Masaccio, Rick Rodriguez, Armida Velasquez, Greg Horner, and Heather Stone. Guard member of the week is Jasmine Jeansong. Percussion member of the week is Sebastian Yaku. Wind member of the week is Kaden Kim. And the section of the week is the trombones. The principal of Cedar Ridge High School is Mr. Jonathan Smith. The associate principal is Kristen Harper Hill. Assistant principals are Faisana Ali, Jonathan Arenas, Kelly Bailey, James Hall, Julie Haney, and Terry Kirby. Let's give it up one more time for our Cedar Ridge Royalty and Raider Band!
Welcome back to the broadcast here on Vype Live. Michael Rose, Trey Grubb, Christina Weber, our QA back at Vype Live. Thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast. 10 to 3, Trey.
I know.
A 0 time remaining on the clock for the second quarter.
2 weeks in a row, we've had a pick six.
Emmy Landers coming up big, made the pick as Liston was rolling to his right. And he just took off into a pile. Into another pile, escaped both of those, ran around another pile, and scooted down the near sideline for about 54 yards.
Miraculous that there wasn't, well, first, miraculous, he had to kneel down to catch that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't put a knee on the ground.
Yes.
Right? Because it's down in high school. He's down if he's got a knee on it. So he catches it in a crouch position and doesn't touch the ground.
Yes.
Right? Then we don't have a block in the back. No penalties. No block in the back. So everybody's blocking like they're supposed to.
Yep.
And they're all defense players.
Yep.
So just, I mean, there's not a whole lot of words for it. And your call was spot on, perfect. It was awesome. It was so great. Christina was just super pumped.
I thought he was tackled twice.
Oh yeah.
I thought the half was over twice, and then all of a sudden, oh my gosh, there he goes. We saw our Rangers come out onto the field. Here come the Cedar Ridge Raiders. So yeah, folks, imagine being Trey and I calling Vista Ridge versus Cedar Ridge, the Rangers versus the Raiders. Give me a break. But our Rangers, nonetheless, on top, 10-3 at the half.
And they get the ball back.
They sure do.
They get the ball to start the second half. So if they can go down and score, even a field goal like they did at the beginning of the game,
that would be terrific.
Good call.
To put it succinctly. Again, Michael Rose is my name. Having allergies is my game. Thank you so much for being a part of the broadcast. Thank you to Cena Benkat, our QA our IT person back at Vype Live.
She's had to work hard tonight.
Along with Christina Weber, our QA, doing their job and then some. And, of course, Trey Grubb, our producer, color analyst, camera operator, fielding all kinds of messages and doing everything he possibly can.
And the oldest guy in the booth.
To his wife, Sherry, I want to just point out that, yes, your hubby does indeed multitask.
I do.
And very well.
Yes. I just pretend like I can't at home.
Well, I just blew your cover. I'm sorry, but that's the way it goes.
All right.
Colt Thompson to kick things off. Back deep for the Rangers looks to be. That's Montgomery, number 7. And we got a little whistle action. We're going to try this one again.
We're going to do that again.
And that is also Tia Murray. Montgomery to the near side, Murray to the far side, back deep. And now we're going to back them up. Or we're just going to do it again. All right.
So I think that Michael and I figured out what they were looking for.
Oh yeah.
Sadly, there was an ambulance here while that was going on.
Mm-hmm.
So we think that a player was injured, and they were looking for his tooth. That's our guess. That just seems so much better than a contact.
Yes. So much.
Or a finger.
So much worthwhile.
Or a toe.
Yeah. An
Just
appendage
kidding.
of sorts.
Here we go.
Here we go. Kickoff now fielded by Montgomery at the 5-yard line, up to the 10 to the 15. Makes a move inside. Hit really hard. Spins out of that one. Close to the 20. He'll be knocked down by about the 18 and actually 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Rangers at the 19.
Well, I tell you what. I can't pronounce his name, but he's made some big hits tonight. Devald. I owe him saying his name. Divide Evangelista Torres. I'll let you say that correctly, since that was probably a butchering of his name, but he is number 16. He's made some really good tackles.
Vista Ridge gets, oh my gosh, holy cats. Jeez, oh Pete's, and my goodness, all into one.
That high snap. Athletes are too good. When you have seconds like that, when you lose a beat on the play.
Loss of 3 on that, I make that 4 on that one. Back to the 15. 2nd down and 14 for the Rangers to actually make that trips to the top of the screen. One receiver to the bottom, one back in the backfield. Rangers will try again here on 2nd down. Harrell takes the snap, looking to throw him to the far side. Has a receiver in and out of the hands, incomplete.
Man, that was almost a defenseless player hit there.
James Hester, the intended receiver.
Yeah, went through his hands. See if we can get some. See if we got a 15-yard play.
3rd and 15 for the Rangers. Trips to the far side. Not how they wanted to get things going, and a blitz coming from the far side, and Harrell has to rush that throw incomplete. It'll be 4th down, and it'll be punting time for the Rangers.
Cedar Ridge changed up their defense there, playing man-to-man tight. Which allows them to send some people from the line. Screen just did not have enough time to work. Not a very good beginning to the half for the Rangers.
From the goal line, just gets away. Another great effort by Dushket, the punter. Gets a nice Vista Ridge roll up close to midfield, and they'll spot it right there at midfield. Good job.
That's crazy.
Coverage right there. 50 yards, actually 40 yards net and 50-yard punt.
Yeah, they're going to have to figure out. That's a couple of times now where they've come very close to blocking it, coming from that right side. All right.
From midfield come the Raiders. 2 receivers at the top of the screen.
And you know they're going to be pumped up. They're in front of their crowd. They just had a good stop.
Killingsworth, the quarterback. Snap. Handoff bounces around. No gain, and maybe a yard. He'll get up across the 50, just in front of the 49-yard line.
I had to give him a half a yard.
That's number 13. That's Reggie Hurley on the carry. Nice job by the Ranger defense. Going to give him no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Killingsworth out there. to run quarterback for the Raiders.
2 receivers each side. Killingsworth takes snap, looking to throw near side, caught at the 50. Makes a move.
Great job.
Up. Nice open field tackle right there. Sion Allen with the open field tackle on the shoestrings. A gain of about 3 up to the 47.
Well, just like when we tried to run that play earlier in the first half, if you can't get that first block, if that wide receiver can't get that block on the cornerback, you're not going to go very far. So great job by the Rangers, and they had 2 guys pursuing as well. So good going to the ball there.
From the pistol, Killingsworth looking to throw here. Flush out of the pocket, avoids 1 tackle, throw downfield. Oh, just about. My goodness, nice job by the receiver.
Yeah, that's going to be a hold, though. That should be a hold.
Holding in the backfield?
I certainly saw a holding. We'll see if they actually call it, but I saw a holding.
It was a great ball from Killingsworth to the receiver, but just out of his hands. But it
is holding.
Cedar Ridge.
I would probably push him back.
Looks like they're declining it.
Okay.
It'll be 4th down. 4th down and about 7.
Yeah, okay. They are going to send their punter out there. I'm a little surprised by that.
I am too.
And I guess Vista knew. See if we can have I think we've pretty much, he's been getting it so high in the air, we've had a fair catch. Several of them.
Cole Thompson, the punter. It looks to be Tanner Brosey back deep once again, and it is. Gets this one away, another high kick. Brosey calling for a catch, going backwards inside the 10. See where they spot this one. Give him about the 7 or 8. Looks like the 7. Maybe the 6, actually.
I tell you what. Brophy? Is that the kicker?
Brophy, yeah. Oh, no. The punter?
Punter.
Thompson, number 10.
Thompson? Man, he's done a really good job tonight.
Pinned deep at the, looks to be 7-yard line. Ways to go for the Rangers.
Yeah, if they can get the run established again, they'll work off of that.
2 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 back in the backfield. Quick throw to the far side, caught. Makes 1 player miss, dives forward up close to the 10. It'll be right there at the 10-yard line, gain of 4. And 2nd down, actually gain of 3, beg your pardon. 2nd and 7.
Tell you what, if they faked that and did a delay handoff, because there are sure a lot of Raiders running to that wide receiver.
Another quick throw to the far side, caught up across the 15, steps out of bounds right at the marker.
Taking what they're giving them.
Looks like to be a yard short, be 3rd down and 1 at the 16.
See what they call here.
Gain of 6 on that little pitch and catch to the far side. 2 receivers to the near side on the camera, 1 to the top of the screen.
They're playing tight on the wide receivers this time.
Snap to Harrell. Handoff up the middle. Garcia able to take a would-be tackler with him. Gets up across the 17, close to the 18. Looks like it'll be a gain of 2 to the 18 and a 1st down.
It's always a nice confidence booster for the offensive line if you can get a 1st down running the ball. You know? And again, being able to establish this run can really help their play action pass, which
Harrell looking to throw here.
Yep, here it is.
Handoff going to the sideline. Looks like it's Murray. Murray, does he come up with it?
He
does not.
Yeah, if that ball is thrown with him on the run, that's a touchdown.
Yep.
But
Tion Murray had to stop his momentum.
yeah, Jackson just couldn't get the ball deep enough. Great play, though. That play action pass, especially man-to-man, they're going to win those most of the time.
2nd and 10 from the 18-yard line. Snap to Harrell looking to throw. Little hitch and go right here. Slant across the middle. Nice catch. Tanner Brosey still on his feet. They're going to say he's down, but he gets all the way up to the 28, and that's just enough for a 10-yard gain on 2nd down. 1st and 10 for the Rangers.
I think that was a horrible spot, but I'll take the 1st down.
I do too, absolutely. Brosey didn't go down. He kept his feet moving. Able to lunge across the 30, but they're going to mark him at the 28. first down nonetheless, but a great job by Brosi taking the brunt of that hit on the slant. 2 receivers to the far side, handoff right up the gut, bounces to the left, now back to the middle, across the 30, up to about the 31-yard line, gain of 3 for Isaac Garcia.
Yeah, these 3-yard, 4-yard runs really make a difference, especially for this offense. Because Harrell is so good at the play-action pass.
Handoff up the middle. That
was a wall of purple.
Sizikowski on the carry as Garcia saw heading off the field. He'll get a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Actually make that 6.
Man. That was some purple people eaters. Look how the defense is lined up. They line up like this every time now, where they're basically all lined up behind each other, so that I'm going to assume so that Vista doesn't know what they're going to set up. Very interesting.
Absolutely. Runner coming in motion from the far side. Fake jet sweep, rolling back to the other way as Harrell still has the ball, looking to throw across his body down the other way. That's a little give and go right there. Ball falls to the ground, incomplete.
You heard me. I was telling him to run. And he tried to throw that across the field.
That's a la Brett Favre right there from the 2009
40 yards
NFC
across the field. That was a little too much to ask of himself. Across his body, too. And he really couldn't get set.
7 minutes, 8 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. 10-3 is the score. This is the Rangers' second possession and second punt of the 3rd quarter. Duschet gets this one, gets it away nicely, end over end, going to be fielded inside the 35. Dropped! It's a muff punt. Who's got it? Zion Allen falls on top of it. Number 1 got the ball, Trey.
Hey, yo!
Mr. Ridge ball right there, kids. How about them apples? Zion Allen coming up the near sideline on that gunner spot. Contained in the Cedar Ridge punt returner muffed that one, and it's 1st and 10 for the Rangers at the 32.
This is tough on the Cedar Ridge defense. They've stopped them now twice, and now they got to go right back out there with this interesting setup that they're doing every time now.
2 receivers to the top of the screen, up back in the backfield. Receiver coming in motion from the far side. Jet sweep. And it's read nicely by the Cedar Ridge defense. No gain, actually a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, couldn't get that second level block. Second level, it doesn't, that play's not going to work if you can't get that second level block.
And the receiver coming in motion, it didn't fool Cedar Ridge and didn't take that defender with him. Handoff this time, it's Garcia. Up the middle, up to the 30-yard line, gain of 3 on the carry. It'll be 3rd down and 7. Actually making it 3rd down and 8.
Yeah, I say you go back to this across the middle or quick out. Those have been working, these little chunk plays. Of course, it depends on how tight their DBs play up on them. And with this new set, it definitely looks like they're making their DBs, their corners, go man-to-man, giving them more players up in the box.
Looks like a timeout call by Vista Ridge on.
Yep. Play clock getting down.
First timeout of the half for Vista Ridge with 5:49 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
This is another one of those moments you got to take advantage of these opportunities.
Absolutely.
You really do. This is out. Yeah, this is probably outside his field goal range.
Yeah, it's a huge gift for sure.
So even if you didn't get the first down, but you got it, give him a little bit closer. Because then it's a 2-score game.
Exactly. Every little bit helps here. We need to put a number up on the board. But
Cedar Ridge has done something different with their defense coming out here in this second half, and it's causing a little bit of, I wouldn't say trouble, but Vista Ridge needs to adjust to it. And they're playing way off of them right now.
Trips to the far side after the timeout. 3rd and 8 for the Rangers. Fakes the handoff. Quick throw. Far side caught by, in and out of the hands. Incomplete. Hester got walloped on that throw. Read nicely. Great defense and good coverage by the Raiders. Dang.
Yep. And he's having pressure in the backfield quick.
Yes, they're coming from somewhere. They're coming from somewhere unannounced, undetected. It's just it's hard.
I'm very surprised they're not going to punt and put them deep.
Being as what the defense has done, this is pretty average starting position for Cedar Ridge, so it's not.
This is a long 4th down try, though.
It is 4th and 8 from the 30. 2 receivers each side. Garcia going out of the backfield, and timeout.
That didn't look good.
No, it did not. So Coach Scott has to burn his 2nd timeout in the same series here in the 3rd quarter, which may come back to haunt us. Hope it does not, but my goodness.
Yep.
It's a tough break. Cedar Ridge is 4th and 8 from the 30. This is their 3rd offensive possession as they punted twice, and they got the ball right back on a muff punt, and Sion Allen came up with a loose ball at the 32, and they've only managed to get to the 30-yard line here on the next couple plays, so we're at 4th down and 8.
Well, the offensive staff needs to come up with something to take advantage or try to get an advantage off of this extremely aggressive front.
Mm-hmm.
They've tried with a bubble screen, but you got to give it hats off to Cedar Ridge. The defense has really stepped up here in this 2nd half, causing havoc in the backfield.
All right, here's for all the Tostitos. It's 4th down, y'all. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Garcia going out of the backfield. Harrell looking to throw, steps up in the pocket, looking to the far side, going to the end zone, into the corner, up and over, incomplete.
That's just good coverage. Harrell could have maybe run, see what he could have gotten, but Cedar Ridge defense comes up big.
I believe that's Reese Heffelfinger, number 9, the intended receiver, walking to the sideline right there.
He tried to make one of those catches that he's made a couple of times this year where he catches the ball on the other side of the defender. But that time just wasn't going to be there for him. See what the defense can do. Cedar Ridge out there right away, ready to go.
5:37 to go here. Killingsworth, the quarterback, throw to the far side, tipped in the air, incomplete.
Had to be out of bounds.
Yep. Tipped it to himself, but it was out of bounds.
Well, that is so tough on those cornerbacks whenever they got to go up against a tall wide receiver like that. You've got to do your best to mess around with their arms and make it hard for them to catch the ball because you're not going to get up to where the ball is at.
Right. 2 backs in the backfield. Yep, back on the far side. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Killingsworth. Handoff to the right side. Bounces up across the 35 all the way up to the 37. That was a great run. Gain of 7 on 2nd down. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Yeah, we had a blitz there, which put a few of our guys up the field pretty quick. So once they were able to get through that first line of defenders, he had himself quite a bit of yards he could get.
Two receivers each side for Cedar Ridge. Blitz coming from the far side. Killingsworth handoff up the middle, up across the 40. Still on his feet to midfield to the 45, into Ranger territory, all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Took advantage again.
Run.
Took advantage again of a blitz.
23 yards on that carry.
That's what I was talking about. Was hoping that Vista could take advantage of the aggressiveness that from Cedar Ridge, and Cedar Ridge is taking advantage of the aggressiveness from Vista.
Two receivers to the near side. Killingsworth looking to throw to the far side. Has a receiver going up the field, but it's incomplete over his head.
Yeah, he was getting some serious pressure trying to catch his number.
The receiver?
No, the defensive end over there. Sorry, folks. These.
Oh, it's number 18.
Okay, good. He was getting up.
Yep.
He was doing a great job of getting up into the quarterback's face. He definitely could not set and throw like he wanted to. Nice long second down here.
Liston in at quarterback now, 2 receivers to each side. Snap. Liston's going to hand it off, but it's right into a wall of Ranger defenders and knock him all the way back to the 43-yard line. Nice job. He 3rd down and 13. Dang.
The only comment I'm going to make from last week's refereeing, that would have been a penalty last week, that tackle.
Yes, it would. Yes, it would.
That's all I have to say about that.
Thank you, Forrest.
So a nice long 3rd down. Got to stop him here. Got to get him off the field.
Trips to the near side. 3rd and 13 for the Raiders. Killingsworth back in at quarterback. Blitz coming from the corner. Killingsworth looking to throw across the middle. Has a receiver caught up across the 20 down to the 15-yard line.
Great job by Killingsworth there, staying in there.
Ball spotted all the way up to the 15. 28 yards on that play.
Right back up to the line.
2 receivers to each side. Killingsworth the quarterback. Handoff right up the middle. No gain on the plate. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the 15.
You've seen this a lot tonight. Vista Ridge doing a good job of shuffling players in, getting some fresh legs in there, even though Cedar Ridge is going quick.
Now the play clock starts. 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 2 backs in the backfield for Killingsworth.
Yeah, it looks like we had a false start there.
We sure did. Ball will be back to the 20, be 2nd and 15 from the 20-yard line.
I like it when they go backwards, Michael.
Absolutely, and we need to do that for a little bit more here, y'all. A long look in. 15 seconds, 15 seconds on the play clock. Game clock down to 2:53. 2 receivers to each side. Killingsworth has the running back go out of the backfield, so it's an empty pro set. Killingsworth looking to throw, rolling to his left, can take off running up to the 20. To the 15, angles out of bounds. He'll get close to the original line of scrimmage, but he'll be out of bounds at the 16, so a gain of 4. That makes it 3rd down and 11. Or should be 4th down. Or no.
3rd down.
3rd, I had to repeat it. I had to replay it. That's right.
Yep. Let's hope we see a 4 up there in a few seconds.
2 receivers to the top of the screen. Yep, back now on the near side with 1 receiver to the near side. Killingsworth, the quarterback. Snap, looking to throw to the near side, has a...
Oh, goodness.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
He got tied up and fell to the ground. The receiver did in the corner of the end zone, and the flag comes out. Did they just trip over each other, or was there an interference, Trey? That's hard. That's a hard call.
It's a hard call, but as a defensive back, you got to be able to maintain yourself, and he ran into him. No call yet, though.
Half the distance to the goal and a 1st down if it is.
Yeah, holding is what they're going to call on him.
It's 10 yards in high school football, not 5 like it is in the pros for holding. And still, there'll be a 1st down, I believe.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, that's, you hate to see it, and that's just one of the tough things about being a defensive back. On those throws where the ball is behind the receiver, you just have to have the ability to stop.
1st and goal for Cedar Ridge from the Ranger 8-yard line. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Killingsworth going to the end zone. Too much on that one. Handsy right there. We threw that way out of bounds. It would have been uncatchable, I think, if there was a play.
Well, he's struggling with this tall wide receiver here. But they're still going to do, they trust their defensive backs.
It's Reese Brooks, one of their top wideouts here that you're referring to, that Trey's referring to. 2 receivers at the top of the screen. Brooks alone down at the bottom of the screen. Killingsworth, the quarterback, on 2nd and goal. Quick throw into the end zone.
Great.
Flag comes out late, and another one comes from the backside.
Yeah,
just because one person threw a flag doesn't mean you have to as well.
I disagree with that. I think the timing on that was pretty spot on. I thought he was able to get there at the same time the ball did, but
Sion Allen is the cornerback over there on the near side.
But you can tell. I mean, they're picking on him.
Yeah.
Well, they're picking on him, and they're having some success.
Half the distance once again to the goal on this interference penalty. It'll be 1st and goal now from the 4.
And they're sending out some of their defensive linemen, so this looks like a jumbo package of some sort.
First and goal from the 3. Killingsworth lines up under center. Back in motion. Handoff up the gut. Trying to bounce over the pile and stuffed by the Ranger defense. Gain of about a yard up to the 2. 2nd and goal.
That's a lot of purple up there.
Sure is. Going to have to view this from the binoculars, Trey. Don't usually make calls with the binoculars on, but this is going to have to be one of those times.
It's a whole lot of purple. That's the call.
Killingsworth under center. Snap. Handoff. Tripped up. No gain. Back to the 3. Loss of a yard. That was number 3 on the carry. It's Zane Wolford, wide receiver, playing in the backfield.
If Killingsworth holds on to that ball, he's probably got 2 or 3 guys that he can pick to throw the ball to. So they're going to
up their personnel.
Yeah, they're going to bring those defensive players back. Go back to what was working. I would be very surprised if this didn't go right back to Brooks.
Killingsworth at quarterback takes a snap from shotgun, looking to throw this time to the far side. Nobody's there, Trey.
Nope.
Incomplete.
Oh, I thought we might actually have a chance at intercepting that.
That one hung up there forever, but it was too deep in the corner, and it goes out of bounds for now 4th and goal. Great job by the Ranger defense. I wish I had a nickel for every time I said that in the last few weeks.
Yep. Well, they need one more play. And again, very surprised they didn't go to Brooks there. They've had a lot of success going against Zion. Eight on the play clock, 5 on the play clock.
Killingsworth takes a snap with 2 seconds left, rolling to his right, looking to throw, taking off running as an alley.
Yep.
He'll waltz in for a touchdown. The defenders were waiting for him to throw the ball and didn't think about stepping up, and Killingsworth just waltzes into the end zone on that nice little sprint option.
That was a good call. That was a great call. Gave him an option, right? Run RPOs is what we like to call them.
Yep.
And he had, if someone steps up and comes at him, he's probably able to throw the ball there. Just really good, well designed play. Field extra point is up and good, and we have ourselves a tied ball game, Michael.
1 minute 7 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter, and as Trey just mentioned, it is now 10-10. Wow, what an interesting quarter it has been. Punts, muff, turnovers, and penalties. This is just went from a very fun and battle-tested first half to a rough and tumble, what the heck's going on kind of 3rd quarter. So here we are with 1 minute 7 left to go, and it's all knotted up once again.
Yeah, those penalties really hurt. See if we can get good field position here. Try to have a penalty-free possession.
Cole Thompson to kick it off to the Rangers. Montgomery and Murray back deep.
Cedar Ridge fired up.
Kickoff coming to the near side. It's going to go into the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah, neither team has been able to really get a foothold here in the second half.
No, it's
and defense took them all the way to fourth down off it and 2 penalties. So offense needs to step up.
big time. Rangers have it 1st and 10 at the 25 with 1:07 to go. Handoff up the middle. Garcia pushes the pile, gets across the 25 to the 26. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, that middle hasn't really been there for him this half.
Like you mentioned in the first half, keep it going because we had a 25-yard popper on a play last half.
Yep.
So
you got to keep, no matter whether you get 1, 2, or 3 yards, you got to keep running. You got to try to establish it.
Down to 40 seconds in the quarter. Handoff once again. Garcia bounces to the near side. Gets up across the 30. Again, once again up to about the 33. Actually make it 32. So just 1 yard at a time. That's not going to do it, Trey. 3rd down and 8 for the Rangers. Once again, 3rd and forever. I wonder what they're going to do this time. 15.
Well, my guess is they're going to let it go to the fourth period.
Yep.
Take time off the clock here. Try to kill some momentum that Cedar Ridge has.
Yeah, they need just one pop here to get them back into a little bit of a rhythm and shake up Cedar Ridge. Cedar Ridge, like you mentioned, they're grooving right now.
Yeah, the defensive changes that they've made have definitely changed things. It's good to see the boys over there jumping.
Yep.
Good energy. It's what we need.
So 3 quarters have come to a conclusion. It is 10-10 here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. Michael Rose, along with Trey Grubb, our QA back at Vype Lab. That's Christina Weber. Suna Beckett is our IT professional guru, amazingness, awesomeness. Appreciate everybody's involvement tonight. Shout out to all the other crews on Vype Live, making it happen all across Central Texas. Out Houston way, up in Dallas, Fort Worth, even up in Waco, and of course here in the Austin area. Appreciate all y'all being with us tonight. And let's give Trey Grubb a round of applause if we can for all the work that he is doing. Camera, color, and correspondence.
I love it.
Like that alliteration?
I do. Production. It just
Production.
answers all of it.
Right.
Love it.
But I'm a broadcaster. I have to be illiterate. Alliterative. And illiterate.
We need this, Michael.
3rd down and 8.
Yep.
From the 32-yard line. Make that the 27-yard line. I'm all mixed up. Trips to the near side. Harold takes a snap, looking to throw. Steps up in the pocket. Finally gets it out of his hands, and it's caught up across the 40. Great time. I thought he was going to get knocked from behind, but he's able to have plenty of patience and time, and he gets it into the hands of James Hester. Hester's name has been called quite a bit tonight, and mostly for a good reason, and it's 1st and 10 for the Rangers all the way up across the 40 to the 41-yard line. A gain of 14 on that 3rd and 8. That's huge. 2 receivers each side, high snap, and it's going to be a dead ball. I think we had a false start by the receiver here on the near side. Just as I mentioned, James Hester being something good, I think he got a little bit antsy on that, and he got things going a little early.
What a crazy, that looked like it hit Harold, popped up in the air and went into the running back's hands. That was, but
fortunate for sure, but yeah, now it's
loss of 5.
1st and 15. We'll start again, but a little bit further back at the 36-yard line.
See what the offensive coaches call here. We've got trips near side.
Harold.
Yeah, he's surveying stuff.
Handoff Garcia. Makes one person miss. Gets up across the 35 up to the 37. Not much going on that one as he gets a yard and a half.
If you're going to do that hesitation jump cut, when you put those feet back on the ground, they've got to be going north-south pretty hard, pretty quick. Because those defenders, they're all good enough to react quickly.
Two receivers to each side, Jackson Harrell and Isaac Garcia in the backfield. Garcia and I now coming out into the near side, so makes the trips. Empty backfield. Flush out of the pocket, steps up. Now Harrell's going to take off running on the near sideline up to the 40, 45 to midfield.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Here we go. Here we go. Harrell gives a little flip of the hand as he gets up to midfield. He's knocked out of bounds, gives a little first down sign on that one as the late hit out of bounds.
Well, we aren't homers. We love our Harrell. We love Jackson. He takes a lot of those out of bounds. He gets shoved out of bounds, and very, very rarely are they called. And that one was clearly out of bounds. So
that was a 2nd down and 14, and he takes off running, wisely takes off running, didn't throw it away. Takes a pop, and it's the 1st down after the penalty.
Well, you know what I want him to be doing. Been talking about it for 3 weeks. I like it when he runs.
Ball up to the 37-yard line, 1st down and 10, and it's a handoff to Garcia, and it looks like he lost a yard on the carry.
Yep, they got in the backfield quick.
Ball back to the 38.
I don't think people understand. When you play this hurry-up offense, being an offensive lineman, have to go full blast every 15 seconds. It's a tough gig.
Trips to the top of the screen, one to the bottom. Harrell looking to throw. Has a receiver.
Oh,
tipped in the
boy.
air, incomplete. Ooh, that was...
He just did, yeah, he didn't see that. He did not see that guy. Or he would not have tried that throw. That zone got him on that one. The guy on the upside was able to leap back in there, reading Harrell's eyes.
That was Julian. What was that? Quick throw, slant across the field, up to the 15, 10, 5, touchdown Rangers.
Blown coverage.
Keon Murray with the catch, and a big score right there. Ho, 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 yeah.
Yeah, that middle's been open because they're playing that zone. And just a fantastic play by Harrell. Great catch. Totally blown coverage. He didn't have somebody on him, near him, within 5 yards the whole time.
38-yard pitch and catch from Harrell to...
That's how you answer.
Keon Murray. And now Cornwell out for the extra point. Snap, spot, kick on the way. Kind of short-footed it a little bit, but it is good. It's 17-10 with 10:02 to go in this 4th quarter. Big time right there.
Yeah, they almost got to where they blocked that coming from the right-hand side. That'll be something the coaches look at on tape over the week, I'm sure.
Big time. So the Rangers retake the lead. Took a little over 3 minutes off the clock right there.
Yeah, and I really do like it when Harrell puts the ball in his hands and takes some of those chunk yardage that he could take. He's a tough player. He runs. He's a lot faster than you think. He's smart when he runs. So there's been lots of times where he'll have lots of green out in front of him, and he'll pick it up and throw it. And I really would like to see him put that up high, get that ball up high and run for some of those yards. I think good things happen whenever he runs.
Number 80, Clarence DePerine, to kick it off for Vista Ridge. Back deep for the Raiders.
It's pretty windy down on the field.
Got number 1, that's Miles Brophy, and number 3, that's Zane Wolford. Kicked to the sideline, and it's a procedure call on the kickoff. It'll be up to the 30-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Raiders, beg your pardon.
So that cost an NFL kicker his job this week. The Indianapolis Colts kicker.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Not only did he miss a field goal that would have won the game for them, he kicked the ball out of bounds 2 or 3 times, I think, giving Houston good field position. Indianapolis somehow, Jonathan Taylor, able to pull out a tie out of that game. See if the defense have figured out something about how to stop the offense, Cedar Ridge offense.
2 receivers each side. Killingsworth, that quarterback, once again, has a back right next to him on his left side.
Yeah, he's had a strong second half, Killingsworth has.
Officials-
Brooks over here, near side. I think we're waiting on the referees.
There we go. Now we'll get it ready. 10:02 to go here in the fourth quarter. 17-10. Vista Ridge on top. First possession here of the fourth quarter for
Goodness gracious, carrying.
carrying people, carrying humanity with them all the way up across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
He was hit at the line of scrimmage, Michael.
He was.
6 yards. Goodness.
With a mass on his back.
That's a yak. That's a lot of yak.
It sure is. Two receivers to the top. Killingsworth takes a snap handoff. Bouncing around like a pinball.
There we go. Much better.
Wrapping the arms, pushing the pile backwards. Forward momentum's going to...
He hasn't been called. Has he been called down?
Vista Ridge has been waiting for the whistle, and they say they got the ball. Let's see what's going on.
Yep. They're calling it a turnover.
It is. It's a fumble. Oh, my goodness.
See, we'll have to take a look at the replay, which I'm going to try to see if I can get over here.
Number 34, the ball carrier, spinning around like a top. Good job by the Ranger defense.
Ripping it out. They stripped it out. Yeah, they stuck their arm in there and ripped it out.
Yeah, ball's
sure
on the
enough.
ground right there.
Yep.
Picked up.
Yeah, sure enough. Got his arms in there and did a fantastic job of stripping that ball out.
First and 10 for the Rangers at the 37-yard line. Hand up, bounce into the near side, up across the 35 down to the 33-yard line.
Yep. Get another one of those, and you'll get another play action that'll work. Or bootleg. Their defense has been very aggressive, so a bootleg could get you some yardage.
Two receivers to the top, two backs in the backfield. Jackson Harrell, along with Sizikowski, it looks like. Receiver in motion, that's Heffelfinger. RPO, Sizikowski bounces off.
Wow.
The right side, up across the 30, up to the 27-yard line. Make it the 26, that's first and 10 for the Rangers.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's why Trey Grubb is not a play-by-play. Wow, that's what I got.
That's better than nothing. That's a wow. Sizikowski again with another run. Bounce to the right side, lowers that shoulder.
Well done.
Pushes the pile up across the 20.
Yeah, I got to give a shout out to our offensive linemen. They're really laying some wood right now on the defensive linemen, especially after that coming off of that third quarter where they were getting handed it to them by the defensive line. So good for them.
Sizikowski 6.5 yards for the last two carries average so far. Quick throw far side, diving for the catch.
Yeah, that was on Harrell. He knew it right away.
Nice job. That's Tanner Brosey who
he caught it.
Who made the catch. On
See,
the
that's
far
another
side.
reason I'm not play-by-play.
That's a first down.
Wow.
At the 16-yard line for the Rangers.
Heck of a catch.
Beautiful catch. Going to the sideline. Handoff, Sizikowski bounces off one defender and gets wrapped up and knocked backwards by another. Looks like there'll be no gain on the play. It'll be second and 10 at the 16.
Well, they ran it to the right side 4 times now. He got about as much out of those 4 times as he could get. Good. We'll have a second down and 10 here.
Sizikowski was spelling Garcia there for a while. And now we got Harper back in the game. Zion Harper. Got the handoff, bounces to the left side this time. Let's try the other side of the defensive line, he says. Not much going on that one. Gets a couple yards up across the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Gain of 2. It'll be third down and long for the Rangers.
And this has been something we've seen with them this year is when they get inside the red zone, they struggle a bit to be able to get good chunk yardage.
Third and 8, trips to the near side for Vista Ridge. Play clock down to 12 seconds.
They got a mismatch over here to the left.
Hester coming in motion. Good pickup on the blitz and the near side. Throw to the far side.
Yep.
Caught.
Great job.
Touchdown Rangers. Oh my goodness.
I don't know who picked up that blitz, but that touchdown's on them.
It sure is. I believe that was Hester who came in motion right there. I'm not sure who caught that ball. We got to see on the Jumbotron over here.
It's a lot harder than you think, folks, reading those little numbers out there. We're quite a ways away.
Cornwell out for the extra point. High snap spot, kick on the way. Blocked. It's a loose ball.
You got to get him. You got to stop him.
Put it on the ground.
There you go.
There we go.
Sorry, folks. Had the camera a little off there.
Cornwell was able to get back on that block punt, or block extra point. Throw to the far side, caught. That's Hester. Hester was going in motion. He makes the catch. Well, so there wasn't Hester who picked up the blitz, but the blitz was picked up. It was coming right through that B gap right there.
Yep.
Just on the outside of the guard, between the guard and tackle. Coming here on the near side, and it was picked up nicely, which enabled Harold to roll to his right and hit Hester for the touchdown. It is 23-10 with 6:26 to go here in quarter number 4. 14-yard touchdown to James Hester. Shout out to the fine folks on the audio-visual department here at RISD at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, better known as the Palace on Parmer.
I have spent many a night here with my kids, all the way from first grade flag football through graduation.
Nice.
It's a great stadium. Nice little pooch kick.
Fielded about the 20. On his feet to the 25, still going across the 30. Tackled as he gets across the 30. Again, it's Clarence DePerine on the kickoff.
There's one thing that now with 3 games and 3 quarters under our belt, their kickoff coverage is pretty good.
Sure is.
I would have to say for Vista Ridge, they do a pretty good job there. Generally, the other team is starting inside their 30. It looks like we have a flag we have 2 flags on the field. I don't know if you remember, but last week we had one play where every single referee
That's right.
threw a flag.
Yeah, we had to count them. There were so many.
There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were 7 flags. There were 7 flags last week on the field. Every referee threw one. And I wouldn't be surprised if some of them threw their hats because they ran out of flags.
I think a couple of them did, actually, yeah. It was
So a lot of discussion going on here for what is probably a block in the back, or
block in the back or a hold.
yeah, they're looking over at Vista, so it's definitely against Cedar Ridge. Going to probably ask, do you want to re-kick it, or do you want to push them back, or what do you want to do?
Excuse me. Oh. We want them to go backwards as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, if you take it on the kick and you do the kick again, you'll probably kick it in the end zone. And right now, where are they at? They're at the 30. They're at the 26-yard line if they take it there. Here we go. Wish he would do something with his arms because I can't hear him.
Exactly.
Offset. So I did not know what the call was on Cedar Ridge. It looked like he did delay of game. That could not have been what he did.
It was something. Yeah, it was illegal procedure or illegal. I don't know.
But we had that was a long time to discuss offsetting penalties.
It was. It sure was. So it's 1st and 10. What are we doing?
No, they offset. So it's a re-kick. It was not a dead ball foul.
Okay.
So we will kick.
I thought for sure the referees were going to march off the 15 yards.
Oh, no.
What are you doing? We're kicking this again.
Nope. Kick off from the 40. See if they'll kick it deep or do another pooch kick.
It's Caden Cornwell this time to kick it off.
My guess is that means they're kicking it deep. But that's why I don't go to Vegas. So
deep to the angling to the near sideline. It's going to go into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
I would have won the bet on that one.
Would have Trey Grubb, ladies and gentlemen.
And so instead of the
33.
Instead of the 23 or 27, it's going to be the 25. Is that where they start with?
He got it up on the kickoff return, got it up to the 33. So,
oh, okay.
So now it's going back to the 25, so even better.
We will take those 8 yards. All day, twice on Sunday.
Yes, yes.
All right, 6 minutes, 19 seconds for see what Cedar Ridge can do here, down 2 scores.
Killingsworth, the quarterback for Cedar Ridge, 2 receivers near side. Takes a snap. Handoff coming near side. Bouncing around, pinballing his way up across the 25, close to the 30-yard line.
Great job by the guys on the opposite, on the pursuit end. Staying there, keeping it inside, not letting him bounce that out. Nice discipline. It's something that's a word I haven't used a whole lot and with the Vista kids, but they show a lot of discipline every single week. It's really fun to watch.
Absolutely. Blitz coming off the edge. Killingsworth rolling to the near side.
Nowhere to go, nowhere to go.
Throws over the head of the intended receiver. It's 2nd down and 6 from the 29-yard line.
Another play-by-play by Trey. Nowhere to go.
That's beautiful. That's combining the two right there.
Yes, sir.
That's color by play. Play by color. Yeah,
no, but I was talking about this, they really are really well disciplined. That's one of the things that stands out about the group is they are very well coached. They rarely make out of position mistakes. Make some mental mistakes, but out of position mistakes not often.
Killingsworth takes the snap, 2 receivers to each side, looking to throw, spins out of one, and he's brought down. Ho, ho, ho! Beautiful.
Yeah, and they got that with a 4-man rush, Michael.
That was amazeballs, kids.
Yep. If you can get pressure on the quarterback with 4 or 5, and that gives you, 7 or 6 to defend, that's pretty strong.
That's Caden Dees coming off the edge right there, folks, making a big play for a tackle for loss. All the way back inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. It's 4th down and 18.
Ever since they didn't go for it with 15 seconds left in the 3rd quarter and they let that momentum take a break that Cedar Ridge had, they've been on a roll since then. I thought that was a really great call by the coaches to let that clock play out because the fans were up. Everybody was yelling. I don't know if you remember, but Cedar Ridge defense, they were all standing going like this, telling their fans to get up.
Yep.
And so everybody was really pumped up. It was a big 3rd down. We switch ends of the field. They go down and score.
Yeah.
So.
Perfect.
I think they went down and scored. Didn't they go down and score?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Scored back-to-back right there. 23-10, the score with 4:56 to go here in the 4th quarter. Cedar Ridge had to burn their first timeout of the half as the play clock was going. The play clock was going down to 0. And that's a special teams timeout. And in the other situation, that would have been a bad idea. But they did what they had to do to save a little bit extra field.
Sure.
Cole Thompson will kick it off inside the 5. Punt it, I should say, inside the 5. Back deep for the Rangers. Looks to be Tanner Brosi. It is. Snap. Thompson mishandled it. He's got to roll out. He's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. So that's huge. An incomplete pass pins them at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10.
Yeah,
for Vista Ridge at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, everything's falling apart, and the reason it's falling apart is the pressure that we're putting on them. You and I have talked about that quite a bit. That as a defender, you just always have to continue to put pressure on the offense to have to make a play, right? And so by putting pressure and going full out and working as hard as you can to get to the punter, when he mishandles the ball, good things happen. So here we go. We're inside the red zone already with 4:51 left in the game.
Receiver in motion. That's Hester. Handoff. Bounce to the outside. Sizikowski gets across the 15 down inside, close to the 10-yard line.
He's shown some strong running tonight. He really has. He's had a great success going to that right side.
Lowered his shoulder, gets 6 yards on the carry. He's like, don't take me out. I'm still fired up here. Let's go.
You gotta love it.
Heck yeah.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Whoa, they're huddling. Hey now.
Oh my.
Hey now.
We're gonna take a little time off here.
We got some huddling going on, Coach.
Play clock down to 10. They break the huddle. 6-5. Receivers get out to the edge. Receiver in motion. Snap. Harrell going to the near side. Sizikowski gets wrapped up and knocked around for all kinds of loss right there. Back to the original line of scrimmage. Gains 6, loses 6.
Yeah, Cedar Ridge isn't going to stop. Just like we wouldn't. Harrell took as much time off the clock as he humanly possibly could.
There's half a second left on that play clock.
Yeah, I wouldn't huddle again.
No.
That's not what they're used to. I would definitely have them do what they're used to. The linemen are used to being up there. Just keep going.
Play clock down inside 10, down to 6, 5. 2 receivers top of the screen. 3, 2, handoff. Up the middle, Sizikowski on his feet. Pushes the pile. Be knocked down at the 13-yard line. It'll be 4th down for the Rangers.
Yeah, you kick this field goal. Kick this field goal for sure. I would let the clock go down, call a timeout, kick the field goal. Then it's a 16-point game. 2 8-point scores. That's tough for any team. So let this go all the way down.
Sizikowski is kicking pretend football. Like, are you going to send the kicking team out?
Yes.
How about the kicking team? Are you going to?
Well, they got to let that play clock go down and call their timeout.
Call their final timeout of the half.
Yep.
2:35 to go on this play clock, or this game clock. I beg your pardon. Vista Ridge will bring out their kickoff or the field goal unit. Oh my goodness, Michael! You ever called the football game before?
Hey now.
Wowzers. Football Americano. I'm getting them mixed up. Kicking off, field goals.
You know, speaking of football Americano, have you seen the show Ted Lasso? I don't know if that's a segue, but
I have an Android phone and I do not really subscribe much to Apple at all.
Okay.
So no.
They do own the world.
Heard great things about them.
It is a fantastic show. You know how I am about coaching and being a mentor and for young men. That is a great show, and it makes me want to go watch our Austin soccer team. All right, this will be a 30-yard field goal.
Deeper in for the 30-yarder. Kick on the way. It is muffed and blocked into the end zone. It's no good. So the Cedar Ridge Raiders will get the football.
That is just not a problem they've had all season, and that's 3 now in this game. Definitely, every game's got some stuff you need to work on, and that's how you continue to get better. But a little surprised at that group has kind of gone backwards a little bit. Maybe a change in personnel due to some injuries or something, but the field goal unit's been pretty good all season. Extra points, field goals. Here we go. 2:29 left in the game. Cedar Ridge down by 2 scores, down by 13.
That's Liston thrown to the far side, caught, still on his feet, and he went to a knee evidently. So it's down at the 27-yard line.
Good news there is that he was not able to get out of bounds since his knee touched. Not a big fan of the field being able to make tackles, but it's been that way a long time, Trey.
Liston, quick throw to the far side. Once again, caught at the 35, steps out of bounds. Stops the clock with 2:02 to go in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, Liston staying in there took a pretty good wallop.
First and 10. for the Raiders at the 37-yard line. Gain of 10 on that pitch and catch. Liston, that quarterback, going deep this time, has a receiver, but it's inside instead of outside. It's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10 with 1:57 to go.
They're going to call a personal foul on our guy because he got back in there and hit him low.
Oh, boy.
I mean, I think that's a pretty poor call because he, number one, he didn't hit him low. Hit him around the waist.
That's frustrating.
But I may not have seen that exactly as it happened, but it certainly didn't look like a roughing the passer at all.
1st and 10 for the Raiders at the 48-yard line of Vista Ridge. Snap to Liston, steps up in the pocket, avoids a couple rushers, throws off his back foot, caught up at the 35 to the 30, spins his way down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
And you might, if you're a Vista Ridge fan, you might be yelling at the screen and stuff like that, but those pitch and catches where your player's in front of you, give up 5 yards, 10 yards, that's okay.
2 receivers each side. Liston, the quarterback, hit as he throws. Intercepted at the 30 to the 40. Up to midfield. It's a foot race to the 40 to the 30, 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Rangers. Another pick six, Trey. And that is the nail in the coffin.
And went to the well of throwing it underneath that zone. One too many times.
Mark Lerma read that one very well and picked it off. That one is about a 72-yard pick six, Trey. Give or take, but that was dadgum beautiful.
And as a coach, right now, all eyes are on this unit right here. It's great that we have a big lead, but I want to see good extra point.
Caden Cornwell. Snap, spot, kick on the way. It is good.
There you go.
30 to 10 with 1:29 to go in the old ball game.
Yeah, quite the fourth quarter for the Rangers.
Yeah, that third quarter was a tad bit frustrating. It ended well. All's well that ends well, right? 1:29 to go here in the fourth quarter. Vista Ridge on top, 30 to 10. 1-0 in district here in the next minute and a half. We will be.
Yes, sir. Ranger Band over there. Letting everybody know.
It's kind of fun to be on the business end of this one.
Yes.
Clarence DePerine to kick it off to the Raiders.
Nice deep kick all the way to the goal line. Takes it out, get past the 25, trying to cut inside. Gets tackled up, lifted up quick. That was Scion right there. Nice tackle. Scion seems to play on every single possession. Seems to be out there all the time.
Relentlessness epitomized by number 1 right there. Yep. Good job, young man.
It's one of my favorites. He could have got down by all those. They ended up scoring on that fourth down, right? But they really picked on him hard.
Yep.
And he was a goldfish. Forgot about it. Got right back at it. He's a great kid. Would love to interview him.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to that opportunity come homecoming time to be part of the festivities and get a whole bunch of interviews that we can play during that broadcast and into the future. But yeah, definitely on my bucket list to get these kids involved. Handoff coming near side up across the 30. Cedar Ridge started from the 22.
He was trying so hard to get out of bounds. Good for that kid. He was trying he carried 5 guys almost out of bounds. It's good stuff. You know, as we talk about all the time, we of course want our Vista Ridge Rangers to win. It's always about the kids, and it's always great to see them work hard all the way up until the 000s.
Killingsworth flush shot of the pocket, being chased by a couple of Rangers, tries to get the sideline and he'll step out of bounds.
Killingsworth, yep.
Live to play another day.
That's right.
Loses yardage back to the 36-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 12.
Yeah, the last great thing to happen for them was he was having a great third quarter and tiptoeing in there for that touchdown. You know, and up until we scored the touchdown to make it 17-10, the offense hadn't scored a touchdown.
No,
Our touchdown was off a defensive pick. A fantastic, maybe play of the season defensive pick, mind you.
Absolutely. It was beautiful. Then the first half,
Ooh.
throw and
Oh, boy.
Incomplete.
That had interception written all over it.
It sure did. Both players met at the football at the exact same time, and the ball falls haplessly to the ground with 55 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. It's 3rd down and 12 for the Raiders of Cedar Ridge. Two receivers to each side for the Raiders. One back in the backfield along with Jakari Killingsworth, the quarterback. Killingsworth takes a snap, handoff up the middle, bounce into the far side. Tackled as he gets up across the 40, but he'll mark him at the 40. It'll be 4th down and about 8 now as it gets 4 more yards on that carry.
Well, for those of you who've been watching, I sure hope chem work has been okay. Been doing that, and Mike's been calling the game, and so been times where the production has gotten in the way of the camera, and the camera's gotten in the way of the production. So apologies for any slip-ups, but certainly hope it was fun watching.
I hope so too. It was fun calling.
It's been a great game.
Sure. So grace abounds as far as I'm concerned. So hopefully everyone has that.
I think they might just let
mentality.
They're going to.
One last play of the game. Killingsworth's going to hand this one off up the middle. Get a little bit extra stats in the old playbook. And that's going to do it.
Solid win.
Final score for the Vista Ridge Rangers. They defeat the host Cedar Ridge Raiders by a score of 30-10. My favorite part of every football game is the midfield handshake. And I want to congratulate the Vista Ridge Rangers for their 2nd straight victory. Go 2-2 on the season, but they are 1-0 in district play.
And they are 2-0 on the road.
2-0 on the road. How about them apples?
Yeah.
Huh? Right on. Way to go, y'all. So, hey, here we go. We are 2-2, 1-0 in district play. And just like that, the Rangers get a week off. So they're going to be able to lick their wounds, rest on their laurels, any other cliches we could throw in there.
Take some tests.
Chill with their homies.
That's one of these things we rarely talk about, Michael, is these are student athletes.
Yes.
And that they don't get enough love for that. That's hard work. Dylan did it for 4 straight years as a varsity player on basketball, so it's hard to balance all of that, especially football.
Mm-hmm.
The effort that it takes to stay in shape, stay healthy, and do school takes a lot of work. So hats off to these kids, both sides. And fantastic purple uniforms, I must say.
Yes.
Really glad they lost, but
yes,
I love those purple uniforms. So happy for our Rangers.
Absolutely.
They have these last 2 games have really showed some grit. This game, defense had to carry them, right? Defense had to carry them through three quarters.
Yeah. It absolutely did. I was watching Caden Dees right there. He made a couple of spectacular plays on defense, doing some kind of jig as he waltzes back to the sideline. You mentioned they're student athletes, but they're kids. These are young men.
Yeah.
They're playing a kid's game and having a heck of a fun time. It's fun. Of course, it's fun when you win. It's tough when you lose. But hats off to the Cedar Ridge Raiders right now, being gracious hosts, letting the victors / visitors have their time with their band.
Yep.
And their fans on the sideline, and then they'll get their turn here in a second. But Well, 30-10, man. We had a 3-3. We thought it was going to be 3-3 going into the half. We were kind of like, hopefully we can stay awake. Good thing there's marching bands coming up to keep our attention. And lo and behold, what do we get? But we get number 24. That's right, number 24 for Vista Ridge. That would be Mr. Emmy Landers. Pick 6, about a 54-yard pick 6 return. Started on the far side, all the way over to the near side, scampered up the near sideline and scored to make it 10-3 going into the half.
Well, and prior to the game, we were here early, and like we talked about, the Rangers were here early. They were in their pads early, and he was running sprints. He was running 50-yard sprints over and over and over and over again. And a run like that takes a tremendous amount of stamina, because he really did. I mean, he had to put his hand on the ground at least 3 times to try to not go down.
Yeah.
And spinning out of stuff, getting hit left and right. And on film, he's probably got about 3 people you're going to see that he could have thrown the ball to, and they could have walked in, because there was nobody on the right-hand side. But he was, nope, I'm taking this. That's a dream come true right there for a defensive back, you know?
It's a beautiful dream come true.
And so you talked about the sportsmanship. Vista Ridge watching Cedar Ridge do their song as well, and now the boys they'll probably huddle up around coach, and then they'll get in that circle and they'll do their jumping jack thing that they do that gets them all pumped up to go home.
Their post-game ritual. We gotta talk through that at least. So we get the fans a chance to see what's going on. But again, Vista Ridge with a phenomenal job. 10-0 at the half. We go to halftime pretty elated and having a great time. And then we come up for the third quarter, and it's just punt to punt to punt to punt. It's just not a lot going on until we get wow, how far into it?
All the way to fourth quarter.
We get to a minute left in the third quarter, and Killingsworth finally puts Cedar Ridge on the board to make it 10-10. And we go to the fourth quarter, and we get back-to-back possessions by Vista Ridge, and they score twice.
I'm telling you, that long run by Harrell, that got that extra 15 yards put onto it.
That was huge.
That was a big play.
Sure was.
Because the momentum really was heading in the direction of Cedar Ridge. Well, it was firmly planted on Cedar Ridge, and we needed something to happen. I mentioned it before. I thought it was really smart of the coaches to let the clock play out.
Yes.
And go to the fourth quarter. That made the fans have to sit. That made the players have to sit. And they were all up. And they were all up, and they were all yelling. They were ready for that third down. They were ready to stuff them and get them off the field, and everybody jumping and screaming, here we go. We just scored. We're going to get the ball back. Then coaches let it run out. Kind of deflates a little bit. The guys get out there, get the first down. Just the momentum. It's a weird thing, and just for those of you who aren't really, a part of sports, it really is real. That momentum thing really is real, because in order to dig deep, especially in football, in order to dig deep, you need that adrenaline, right? You need to feel like there's some hope. You need to feel that so that you can push yourself one more play, one more play, one more block. And they sure did it, man. They really came out in that fourth quarter, and the offense said, okay, defense, I appreciate the first 3 quarters. Here we go.
Right. We sung the praises of Jackson Harrell from a week ago with the efforts he made in coming into his own as a quarterback, and today he needed his playmakers to make plays. T.M. Murray, right after Killingsworth, little scamper to that far side for the touchdown to tie things up, he finds T.M. Murray for a 38-yard slant, and Murray basically tips it to himself. You mentioned it during the call itself, blown coverage, that Murray able to slip past, make that catch, and head to the end zone. It was, I believe, a third down, 38-yard touchdown pass. That was exactly what we needed. We took that lead again and came right back, and then we get that pick 6 after, another touchdown. But my goodness, we go from a tough break to a beautiful halfman stance with that penalty, as you mentioned, to that touchdown, and we get the ball right back, and we go down again, score one more time. So 2 offensive touchdowns, 2 defensive touchdowns, and a 30-10 victory.
Yeah, I kind of made a joke about it and a big Ted Lasso call out, but that goldfish, I used to talk to my basketball players about that.
Uh-huh.
You do have to have a short memory. You really do.
Right.
Because you got to move to the next play, and you got to always believe. Always believe. These kids, those first 3 quarters could have made it tough on the offense. The defense was full pumped up.
Yeah.
And the coaches did a great job. They found that play crossing in the middle there. They were able to find that. They found some plays running off. They tried up the middle several times. Had some good success, but got stuff.
Yeah.
Then they start running it to the right side, running it to the left side. Had a lot of success to the right. So kudos to the coaches for switching it up, adapting, because like we talked about, Cedar Ridge came out with something different on defense in the second half. So good for the kids, good for the coaches. This group is they're resilient. They really are, which would tell me the coaches are like that. Because it seems like they are a good representation of their coaching staff.
The times I've been able to talk with Coach Scott, he's just been very up on everything. Oh yeah, we got this. We do very well. We have things that we need to overcome, but we watch everybody overcome things and ask them, tell me about your staff. Tell me about how they've come to be. He goes, the same thing. These men are wonderful people. They've done a lot of great things. They've come from different places. I'm happy to have them on my team, and I'm happy to be their leader. And this just shows once again how well things come together, because it's not just a lot of lip service. We get to watch these kids actually put it on the field, and he says it's to a person that they make these things happen, not just hoping for the best, but they actually put their heart and soul into it. And the last 2 weeks has paid off over the first 2, where we saw lots of potential building up, and now they've been able to put it into practice and into 2
and
victories
playing those tough games. Playing Bowie, playing Georgetown,
Yep.
Might be smaller, 5A, whatever.
Yeah.
Those are good football teams.
Absolutely.
Those are well-coached football teams.
Yep.
And to go on the road and beat a good Clemens team.
Clemens, yeah.
It's only been 7 days straight.
That was a weird game, so I don't blame you.
And you have a lot of players over there that don't get onto the field. Right, but everybody's jumping, everybody's hopping into that circle, and celebrating. So he really has fostered I talk about it a lot. Culture's a big deal when it comes to sports and it comes to teams and business. Really, I mean, if you have a great culture, that means everybody's bought into what you're doing, what you're selling as a coach, and everybody is holding themselves accountable.
Yes.
Right. Nobody's holding their heads. Nobody's saying, "Hey, I got beat because you made a mistake."
They're like, "Where were you on that?"
They're patting their chests, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Harrell is a fantastic leader on the field and off.
Yes.
We watched him before the game warming up. He went through what looked like every single play with what he needs to do off the snap.
Yeah.
With his feet, with his hands, with his body. That's pretty strong attention to detail. So really love this group. I'm glad that they get to go 2-2 into their break. And I'm sorry we won't be here doing this next Friday. I don't know what I'm going to do.
I don't know. We might have to just hang out or get some dinner or go to I don't know.
We might go to a football game.
Let's go to a football game and scout.
We'll just sit in the stands and we'll call it, and people will think we're weird. So
we'll put our headsets on. That's going to wrap it up for us here from Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex here in Round Rock, Texas. Michael Rose, along with Trey Grubb, Sooner Ben Kent, Christina Weber, our QA. Thank you all very much. Merle Bertrand, our guru, all-around great guy. Everyone with Vype Live, and of course, this broadcast is not possible without the support and partnership of the Vista Ridge Rangers Booster Club. Thank you all very much for joining us. The final score here tonight from Kelly Reeves. Your Vista Ridge Rangers defeat the Cedar Ridge Raiders by a score of 30-10. Thanks so much for being a part of the broadcast. Y'all have a great weekend, and go Rangers.
Go be a goldfish.
Go be a goldfish. Later, taters.